sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day anyway. So
Hello,
why should
everybody,
we
and welcome back to the Thunder and Lightning podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
Chris, how was your week? Mine was very busy, but how was yours?
Okay. Mine was definitely less busy. Me and Pauline went to Burlington, the Burlington Mall.
Again? I think this
No,
is the...
we went to the Natick Mall
Oh,
last time. This time we went
oh.
to the Burlington Mall.
Got
That's
it.
not what we were down there for. We went to Dave & Buster's for the first time.
Mm.
That's what we did. We played a bunch
Oh,
of
you've
games.
never been... That was your first time
That was
going.
my first time
Oh.
there. She had been there before.
Yeah, I've been there before, too. It's like... It's not what I expected, but once you get over the fact that it's like... It's not arcade cabinets. It's more like
Right.
Salem Willow's party game stuff.
Right.
Like get tickets from doing the thing type stuff, then it's pretty fun. How did you like it? Did you eat there?
We did eat there.
Did you like the food? Because the one time I ate there, I had a horrible. It was bad food.
The food was okay. I got a very messy sandwich, and we got nachos for the table.
Okay.
Nachos were good. They're not as good as our favorite bowling alley
Yeah.
that we should actually visit soon.
Yeah.
We haven't been to the bowling alley in a while.
Yeah. I'm sure shit's popping there now.
Yeah. So we were on a mission.
Yeah.
We wanted a 14,000 ticket projector.
That's deep.
That's deep. And we went deep. We got 9,500
Oh wow.
tickets.
That's like pretty close.
That's a lot.
What was your? Did you like focus on one game you were both really good at?
So we
or?
only did ticket games.
Right.
And it being my first time, we did play pretty much every ticket game we saw. There were games there that weren't ticket games that I would have liked to play, but next
Yeah.
time.
Do they still have House of the Dead 4 or whatever
yes,
it is?
it was like a huge.
Yeah, and it like tells you how scared you are or whatever. It
Oh,
like
does it?
knows your blood pressure or some
Oh,
shit.
that's
Yeah,
creepy. We didn't do that. There was a Mario DX.
Mario
or something
Kart
like
DX.
that. Yeah.
yeah, that game's fun.
Yeah, I definitely
Pac-Man's
want
in
to do
that
that
game.
next time. I saw he looks weird.
Well, he looks like Pac-Man looks now. Pac-Man's got like a new weird design for his cartoon.
Oh, okay, because it had like instead of cartoon eyes, it was like more detailed.
Yeah, that's how
cartoon eyes.
Pac-Man just looks now. It sucks.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it.
Pac-Man has gone through a surprising number of iterations in his character design, and the latest one is my least favorite.
Yeah, not a fan.
I like the one in Smash Brothers. That's the one I remember.
Yeah. Smash, and I think Mario Kart 8. He looks fine.
He's not in 8.
He's not in 8.
Pac-Man? No.
Pac-Man's not in Mario
Pac-Man
Kart.
only makes it to the arcade ones. There was
Oh.
2 Mario Kart arcades. There was Mario Kart GP, and there was Mario Kart, what do you say it was called this time?
DX.
Yeah, Mario Kart DX. And one is brand new, like a couple years ago, and one is back from the N64
I think the
days.
reason I was thinking that really there's a Mario Kart arcade version that's like N64 graphics.
Yeah, Pac-Man's in that one too.
I've never
It's
seen
probably
that.
like, I think it's like
in between.
in between N64
Okay.
and GameCube, but it's back there in
I
time.
was thinking that because of the game you and I made up, Mario Kart 9.
Oh, the Mario Kart
And
Super
I was
Smash.
so between Smash and Link being in Mario Kart 8,
and
I was like, I'm sure
Inkling and
Pac-Man. Yeah.
Isabelle and
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure Pac-Man's in there.
I mean, he's in the other ones.
Yeah.
If they do we're not going to talk about video games, I promise. But if they do Super Smash Kart the way we want him to, and Pac-Man's not in it, fuck them, because Pac-Man's like one of the only characters on the Smash roster that's been in Mario Kart
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But yeah, so we had a few prizes in mind. The projector was our top one.
well, why did you want a projector?
We've been talking about getting a projector for a while.
Oh, cool.
Just
to
wanted
watch
one.
movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Her friend Mona has a projector instead of a TV, and it's cool.
Oh, cool.
So that was our top prize. Then the further down the list we got, there was just a bunch of useful stuff for this channel,
Mm.
and it was funny. It was
Did they have any video games? I remember when I went, they
Yes.
had like full
They
ass
had
PS4
Pro
games.
Bass for Xbox and PlayStation 4.
Was that the only one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that they sort of have like shitty cheap games.
Yeah.
That being said, one time when I went there, they did have that Godzilla game that I really like.
Oh wow.
Which I think is great, but I think no one played it.
Okay.
I don't think it's that people didn't like it. I just think that they didn't play it, and they think that it's based off the Bryan Cranston movie. And
Right.
anyways, but it was expensive. It was like 150,000 or something like that, right? The video games.
The video games were expensive. I don't remember how expensive.
Was it
It
a
was
PS
also Pro Bass, so I don't-
right.
I think they understand
Sega,
people weren't.
Sega Pro Bass Fishing or whatever
Yeah,
it's called.
I'm sure they realized people weren't super stoked for that. The prizes we were looking at though were the projector. Right under that was a wireless Bluetooth speaker.
Oh,
Under that was desk phone tripod, which we were thinking the channel for that. Under
Okay.
that was what's that light called?
a ring light.
A ring light with a green screen.
Well, the ring light we have is technically a phone tripod.
Oh, okay. But this was like it held your phone.
Yeah. No, this one right here. Put the phone. That's what it's for.
Oh,
It's
really?
for fucking people on TikTok or whatever making TikTok dances.
And we have the.
Yeah, I have the attachment. It's
Oh,
up here somewhere.
I'm glad
Oh,
we
it's right
didn't
there. I'm
get it
looking
then.
at it. It's got a little. Yeah, it's got a little like. Got a little selfie stick action going on.
Oh, when we're doing stuff over here, we should consider that.
Yeah, probably. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that the other day.
When we're making skits, is what I'm talking about. So, and then under that was a ring light with a green screen. That was like super cheap. I'm sure if I gave the guy $10, he would have given it to me.
I don't think they're legally allowed to do that.
No,
are
I
they?
know. I know. No, they can't. You can't do that.
I was surprised that Dave and Buster's even had prizes. I was excited. I was
Yeah.
happy for it, of course, but I just felt like Dave and Buster's is like, nah, this is where adults play.
Right.
So and
They had the coolest prizes of any like arcade that does tickets that I've seen though.
yeah,
We ended up getting the wireless Bluetooth speaker
yes,
for $9,500. It was like it was like $9,500
nice,
was how much it cost. We had like $9,548.
nice.
And what was I just gonna say?
So-
It was marked down. It was originally 19,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, good for that.
Yeah.
What was wrong with the wireless speaker you guys already had? Was it not?
This is just much better.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm
Cool.
gonna probably use that on the deck out back.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Cool.
Yeah, besides that, my good friend John Plunkett just had an art like a mural reveal in Marblehead
yeah.
that we went to. It was really cool. It's the biggest mural he's ever done.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Besides that, nothing much else that I can think of. That was pretty much it.
Cool.
Yeah. Tell us about your week.
Oh man. Lots of well, yesterday
Yeah.
I did a thing.
Oh yeah.
I was at you might not know him. I was at your house.
Oh, okay.
For a cheeky little barbecue get together with the dogs.
Yeah.
Very cute dogs.
I do recall that happening.
Yeah, as people know, I got an Xbox and a PlayStation 5, so a lot of my time is for a good day was setting that up. No, it was this week was definitely less stressful than last week, but I was hoping it would be like way less stressful.
Yeah.
But it was not. I ran some. I ran a few errands on the 2 days that it was like very, very hot, and that just sort of like set me in motion to like be tired and not feel great
Right.
for the rest of the week.
Oh, you and I went on a excursion.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. We went comic book shopping, and if what
Yeah.
people want to hear about what I bought, they can watch my video
Yeah.
on it.
I actually, one last thing I forgot
Yeah,
to
I know.
mention, we stopped at a comic shop
You and me?
in Burlington. No,
Oh,
actually, me and Pauline, and I picked up Marvel Build-A-Figure Vulture,
Oh, okay.
which
From the movie?
yeah,
Okay.
which the Build-A-Figure parts are his wings, similar to
The
Captain.
Falcon.
Yeah, the Falcon Captain America. Now, it didn't have the wings, which I was fine with, because with the wings, it's an $80 figure.
Oh,
Without
wow.
the wings, it's 15. So
Oh,
I was like,
Jesus.
I'll do without the wings.
Oh, cool. So you got the figure, but not the Build-A-Figure part.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Right, which I'm okay with.
Yeah. Yeah, so you recently told a story about how, and I don't remember all the details, so remind me, but you told
Sure.
a story about how you went to a GameStop and you got mystery boxes.
Oh God, we almost made a video out of it for the channel, and I'm glad we didn't. We got the Pokemon mystery box for
Right.
like
You got a
50
second one, though,
bucks.
right?
No, we just got one,
Oh, okay.
and one was enough, 'cause it sucked.
So I, this week, purchased a Marvel GameStop
No.
mystery box for $45.
Really?
And when they say it's $45, it's literally like it. I mathed it out. It was like $47 worth of stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Which whatever. But it was Marvel. My options were Marvel, Nintendo, anime, or Star Wars.
Okay.
And I went with Marvel. I got 3.
I see the keychain over here.
Yeah, I got 3 like, what do you call them? Like it could be any of these, but it's only one of them. And they were for they were pop figure keychains for Falcon and the
okay.
Winter Soldier. And I opened. I got 3. 2 of them were for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. One of them was for Deadpool. So I
Okay.
gave the Deadpool one to my dad. It was like businessman Deadpool with a bunch of money. But I opened the first one and it was Batroc, the Leaper from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the character who was like in Winter Soldier, and he came back in this, and he's sort of like. It's like a tall white dude who was like on the bad guy team, but also on the good guy team. He had
Okay.
a very small part, and I saw that. I was like, okay, that's kind of, the only one I didn't want, because there's always a chance that I'll get duplicates.
Right.
But then the second one was Baron Zemo, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then I got, if I can show you this. There it is.
Oh.
It's a pin. It's like a huge pin. No one
Yeah.
would ever wear this on a shirt. It's
No.
fucking huge. But it is Thor from Marvel in a pop figure. But it does have a stand,
Oh, that's cute.
so you can stand up somewhere. It is cool. I'm definitely gonna put it somewhere. But I also got an actual pop figure keychain that I couldn't figure out how it was Marvel until I realized what I was looking at. It's I guess they're doing a thing in pop figures, or they did, or whatever. It's Marvel characters, but as wrestlers. So I got
Oh.
Spider-Man, but as a wrestler, which you'd think that they would just use
Yeah, use Spider-Man the wrestler.
wrestler Spider-Man from the movie, but they did not. And I don't think. Oh, I got socks. I got Marvel Zombie socks that I gave to my brother because I do not wear socks. I just don't. And I got a Deadpool lanyard that I gave to my dad.
So they didn't put a legend figure in there.
No, they also didn't put a normal ass pop figure. When I saw all the pop figure stuff, I was like, well, I'm at least gonna get a normal
Yeah.
ass regular
That's
pop
so
figure, right?
weird.
But it was, it was all Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Which,
So what? So I had an awful experience with mine.
mine was fine.
You're okay with
I'm
what you
gonna
got?
use at least 2 of the things I got. 3 if you count this tiny little Spider-Man wrestler dude that
Okay.
I guess is technically on my shelf currently. So I'd give it a. I enjoyed opening it. Probably wouldn't do it again.
Okay.
It's kind of where I'm at. Maybe a bigger, more reputable GameStop if they have them. Maybe I'll do it because this one was clearly just like. I mean, it. No matter where I go, the whole gimmick of this is like we just put our trash in this.
Right.
But I wish that they specified it was all pop figure stuff. I probably would have still picked it up, but like it was like 7 things and like 5 of them were pop figure related,
Right.
but I still didn't get a pop figure, which was odd. But positive experience overall.
Okay.
But yours sucked. You got a Pokemon thing with no Pokemon cards in it, right?
No, we got some Pokemon cards, but that was like the only highlight.
Yeah.
Everything else in it was not great.
Yeah. Maybe it just depends. Like, you'd think that they would fill it with appropriate stuff based on, like, how much stock they have.
Well, I think you nailed it. I think they just put their trash and their extra stuff in there, and I learned that very quickly. I'll never get another one of those again. I'll never spend my own money on one of those again. If I received one, I wouldn't be upset. But
Yeah.
like,
Also, was yours actually a box?
it looked like they made it in the back.
Mine was just in a brown paper bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very
I wonder who at
very-
corporate is like, just make these finicky
it's got to be someone
mystery boxes.
at ThinkGeek, because the mystery boxes don't have video games in them.
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah, it was very ghetto, for a lack of better words.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why I thought when I got mine, I was like, is this like a rogue Xbox, a rogue GameStop that's doing whatever they feel like?
Yeah, no, and as soon as they were kind of hidden too, I was checking out and I looked behind me. I was like, oh, hey. Like, I did not see them until I was in the exact point in the store in which they wanted me to maybe see them. Because if I had already paid, I saw them on the way out, I'd be like, oh, neat, and then not picked one
Right.
up. But I just happened to turn around. I was like, oh, I like Marvel. And if they were cheaper, I would have bought two, because I like mystery bags. I would have probably bought the anime one, but they were $45.
That's the thing.
And I was like, expensive
yeah.
experiment, but let's give it a try.
That's the thing. I don't mind mystery boxes. Way too much money. I
Yeah.
would have rathered a $30 one, and all I got was a Legends figure and a keychain. Like, just I would have rather cheaper and less things.
One time at Boston Comic-Con, and this is Boston Comic-Con before you and I went, it was a much
Okay.
smaller thing and at a different venue. I got a mystery box there, and it was, I think it was $30 or something like that. It was either 25 or 30. It was just a shirt.
Oh.
And it was a shirt for like a local business that I like never heard of. It was like a parody shirt. It was weird. I never wore it once, and that was the worst mystery box I've ever done. I haven't done many, but that one sucked
Sounds
a
it.
lot. We went to the chill out card game room, and I
Yeah.
opened it, and I was like, "Oh, a shirt, neat."
Mm.
And then I remember the kids next to us were playing Pokemon cards, and they were like, "Why is Zapdos weak to electricity if it's electric?" And I was like, "It's because it's flying." And they were like, "Oh, thanks." I was like, "Yeah, I like Pokemon cards." It was a different time. I still like Pokemon cards. I just haven't played in so long. We should take a break because our food is basically here.
Okay. We will be right back.
The other day, Chris, I ordered.
You just gonna talk like we didn't take an hour off of this podcast? Yeah.
I ordered Fuddruckers off Grubhub, and
Okay.
I got what I always get, which is the Hangover. It's like the sandwich has got a name, and it's got like eggs and bacon and stuff on it.
I know.
No, I want to stress that the burger is like an actual burger that has a name, because what I did get was meat and bread
Oh.
with nothing else on it.
Really?
And I ordered cheese sauce on the side, which would have helped, but it did not come.
Damn.
Grubhub's been really fucking up lately, but they didn't fuck up our order that
No.
we just ate. So
Our order was perfect, and they have fucked up that exact order for me before.
oh, have they?
Yeah, they've put not this, not that.
Oh,
but,
at my house?
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot about that.
but this time it was spot on.
Yeah.
Really good.
Rice was a little undercooked, but that wasn't Grubhub's fault.
Yeah, no, that's not their fault.
I think it's time for news,
Okay,
because I've talked.
I've talked, then you talked, and now the news shall talk.
I don't know why. I don't know if this will be important for the news, but I'm not caught up on Rick and Morty. The end.
Am I? I'm sure I am.
There's
I
two.
don't think that matters for news.
There's two. There's going to be a third one tonight. I've only seen the first one.
Oh, okay. I have seen the second one. Second one was hysteric. No. I'm sorry. The first one was great. Second one was okay.
All right.
All right. Did we talk about Ewan McGregor and Mary Elizabeth Winstead welcome new child into family.
We didn't. I did hear about this. I didn't even know that they were a couple.
I didn't know he was married or with somebody at all.
I mean, you know who that is, right?
No,
It's
actually.
Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Good for Ewan McGregor. And her, I guess. I mean, she gets to be with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I didn't know they were together. I'm sure that wasn't the news. The news was that they have a kid, but like
right.
I didn't even know they were together.
That's cool. 24,000-year-old organism found alive in permafrost, which is horrifying.
Yeah, so what does that mean for
That means it
does this mean that Jurassic Park is on the way or
okay, well, that's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is if organisms can be kept alive in permafrost, couldn't humans? Like Futurama style?
Yeah.
It could also mean that diseases we've never heard of before could be
True.
What's the word I'm looking for? Defrosted, and
But if they're that old, shouldn't we already have immunities to them?
not if humans never interacted
Oh, I
with them.
see. This could be like literally a dinosaur virus and no human has ever. Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, these are just ideas I'm coming up with. This isn't
Yeah.
anything the article said, but
Right.
like this just could open up new worlds of horrifying or amazing things.
Like the Aladdin song.
Sure. Courtney Love. You know who Courtney Love is, right?
Yeah.
Married that Kurt Cobain fellow.
Yeah, probably had him murdered.
Well, watch the documentaries. I'm not going to say anything, but what, you know.
I mean, it's not a spoiler. It's American history.
Make up your own decision, but she could have. She
She
could have. Listen to me. She
She
could have.
was in a band too, right?
Hole.
Yes,
She's the singer
yeah.
for Hole.
Yeah.
Courtney Love wants Olivia Rodrigo, who I don't know. I think
know
it's
her.
a new singer.
I'll explain who she is after
Okay,
you.
thank you. Wants Olivia Rodrigo to send her flowers and a thank you note for inspiring her latest photo shoot. Courtney Love calls out
Okay.
Olivia Rodrigo for a whole-inspired photo shoot. Here are the two pictures. One is a fashion show where she's got smeared eyeliner and mascara, holding flowers in a tiara, and Courtney Love's is at a prom with smeared mascara, flowers, and a crown.
And it's also a different angle.
It's also a different angle. Also, not an original idea on either of their parts.
Well, yeah.
Uh,
That's yeah. I think this is just Courtney Love using her lack of relevance and
Oh,
Olivia
yeah.
Rodrigo's incredible
somebody.
like rise to fame that she's had recently to put herself in the news.
Oh yeah, somebody mentioned in the comments, and it's a good point. They were like, "I guarantee we're gonna get Courtney Love is in rehab article soon because every time she's brought up in the news, that's soon to follow."
Damn.
In other words, like she gets super high, says some crazy ass shit,
Yeah.
and then somebody asks her,
Claims that someone
go to rehab.
stole her photo shoot.
which I mean, no offense to either of them, but it's not original.
Well,
that's
yeah,
not
that's
an
the thing.
original thought.
That's the other thing too. Even if Olivia Rodrigo saw the whole photo shoot and was like, "Oh, I want to do that," like it's not. You can't steal a concept when
No.
it's that vague.
No.
So Olivia Rodrigo is the star, the main character of High School Musical, the series.
Okay.
She has, since season 1 came out a year or two ago, she has made quite a name for herself. Her album is currently number 1, I believe.
Okay.
It just dropped recently. She dropped one song. It's called Driver's License. It's so fucking good. Holy shit, it's so good. And now she has a whole album, and everyone loves it, except Courtney Love, apparently.
I don't think Courtney Love had any issues with her music. I think she just noticed a familiarity between photo shoots and
Yeah.
got outraged that somebody else would have a similar idea to her.
That's such a weird, like, that means that Courtney Love is an Olivia Rodrigo fan and was, like, following her on something, you know? Like, that's what that implies, because there's no way that Courtney Love has a publicist that is as insane as her and was like, well, look at this.
You'd be not even publicists, but just friends. I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lapse of reason with the people in her entourage, including her, where they're like, you know, with people like that, it's like, well, they can do no wrong. They're in
Right.
the right. And somebody maybe saw that and was like, Courtney, somebody stole your essence with this with this photo shoot. How dare they? Don't they know you are God? In that what you do is final in the realms of history. Nobody else can ever do anything similar. Anyways. Star Wars. Boba Fett actor lashes out at Disney over changing Boba Fett's ship name. Did you hear about this?
No, I have a feeling that I'm not going to give a shit, but sure,
No,
what
I don't.
happened?
I don't really care either.
Because it was called the Slave One. I know
they're
that.
dropping that name.
I mean, it's got the word slave in it. So, yeah, I would be okay with them dropping it.
I always thought it was a weird ship name. Anyways, like how do you go from Millennium Falcon to Slave One?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Did they say what they're changing it to, or that
No,
they
no,
just
there's no-
expressed interest?
Oh
that they
no,
want
wait,
to
they
change it?
fucking did, and I forget what it was. It was equally as dumb as Slave One.
All right,
I
think that is a good thing.
yeah.
Like, he had a dumb ship name, he should still have a dumb ship name.
Yeah, I don't know. I've
Just
never
call it something like similar but less offensive. Like, call it the Prisoner One or something
Right.
like that.
right.
Just like if Disney wants to get the word slave out of Star Wars, I am all for it.
Sure. I mean, there is slavery in Star Wars, but that's something you have to deal with. That's just
Where is there slavery in Star Wars?
I mean, just the first thought that comes to mind is in Han Solo when his Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh, okay.
She's a slave. Also, Leia's a slave to Jabba the Hutt at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, slavery exists. Also, Anakin's a slave. That's like it's a huge part of his childhood is that
Anakin
he's a slave.
Oh, yeah, to the little dude.
Yeah, the Outer Rim has slavery all over the place. Also in Han Solo, it's not called Han Solo. Also in Solo, the Wookiees are slaves.
Right.
There's
well,
actually
yeah.
slaves all up in Kessel.
Well, okay. So I think now that's a good point that you brought that up.
Also, a lot of those were Disney properties that they made.
Correct. And what I think
Or
is
Solo
happening.
is.
What I think is happening is Boba Fett, for one reason or another, is actually getting his own TV show. So
Yeah.
the Slave One is probably going to be a prominent feature in every single episode.
Oh, sure. No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't care either way about changing the name, but slavery is something in Star Wars that Disney has. I'm just saying if Disney's getting all in a harumph that they want to eliminate slavery, they've actually brought it more to the forefront than George Lucas did in a
No,
single
I think
film.
there's a difference between depicting literal slavery and just naming something. There's
Yeah.
no reason for a ship to be named
Oh,
after
absolutely.
slavery.
That's what I think we're on the
Especially
same
because
page.
because he is not a character who is like he's not a slaver. Like that character is not well known for slavery. He's a bounty hunter,
Right,
you
he's
know?
a bounty hunter. No, I mean, I dropped my phone.
No, you're good.
No, you make a sound point that I would also make. I'm not upset with changing the name of Slave One. However, if their reason is we're abolishing slavery in Star Wars, you've already failed.
No, of course not. I think their reason is they're going to say the name of this ship every episode. Let's not have them say the word slave multiple times
Right.
a season.
No, I'm down for that. I don't want to talk about this one long
Okay.
because I don't have all the facts, but owner of the Flintstones house, which
From
hard
the movie?
stop. Yeah, it looks like it's from the movie.
Okay.
Allowed to keep life-size dinosaurs on the front lawn. So I did do a bit of research into this.
Okay.
Their neighbors hate it.
Oh, okay.
So they brought it to the city, and the city said, you you can keep those fucking dinosaurs on your lawn.
Yeah, I mean, imagine that in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, it's horrifying. This is a huge property.
But they're also like cartoon-ish.
no,
a little,
these
right?
this person put up. They're not from the movie. I don't think.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they just put up their own huge ass
Oh,
dinosaurs.
because the dinosaurs are CGI in that movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
or puppets, which
No,
these aren't
some of them.
puppets.
A lot of them are CGI.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Why does someone live in the? I'm assuming they made it livable, like with windows and
Yeah, I
locks and
guess.
shit.
It's a weird looking house. It's a weird looking lawn. It's a huge property. But yeah, good for Flintstone house person.
Speaking of Flintstones, Space Jam's coming out soon. They're probably gonna be in it.
I'm sure they are.
They were in the trailer.
That's good.
There's actually, you could hear him say "Yabba Dabba Doo" in the trailer, just like Space Jam. I hope it's good, but it won't be.
Fallout 4 real life dog meat River has died.
Oh, okay. The dog they mocapped
Yeah.
the dog after. Okay.
Yeah. The Clifford the Big Red Dog movie got a trailer and it looked awful.
I haven't seen it yet. Did you see it?
Yeah, it looks atrocious.
I did notice that they're like in New York or something.
Yeah.
They're not on like Clifford took place on like a beach resort, didn't it? Like an island town?
Oh, I don't know. Could have. The CGI on Clifford is atrocious though. Does
Yeah.
not look good.
Well, I mean, CGI dogs always look bad if they try to humanize them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you seen Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford?
I don't think so.
The dog in that movie is completely CGI, and because he is, in some parts he looks amazing, but in some parts they give him like human characteristics, like he'll do that like eyebrow thing that humans do, and it's
Oh.
like dogs don't do that, so now this looks really fucked up and weird.
Right.
So I can only imagine that Clifford, and I can only imagine that this is an origin story, so he's going to start small, he's going to end the movie big.
I mean, do you want to see a picture of him?
yeah, sure. That looks fine to me.
Yeah, this is the I mean, you got to see him in context.
Motion, yeah.
There was literally a clip. Somebody, it's Clifford behind the two human characters walking down the street, and there's a meme. It says, "This looks like a commercial for an anxiety medication."
Jesus. There's no way. What studio is making this? Do we know?
I don't know.
There's no way there's not going to be shitty CGI hover hand in this movie, which
Oh,
I
I'm
thought we
sure.
were past.
I'm sure there will be.
There's a scene in Game of Thrones where Jon Snow pets a dragon, and you like cannot tell. You watch it even in slow motion in like on the highest definition TV, and you're like, did they make a real dragon? Like what the fuck? But there's no way there's not going to be some Looney Tunes back in action
Right.
bullshit up in this movie.
Agreed. Moving on.
Because I don't. Well, what was Clifford? It wasn't Disney, right? It was like
No.
PBS.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I
It was
don't
either
expect,
PBS or one of those channels.
I
Whoever did
don't-
Arthur.
I don't have faith. Yeah, Arthur was PBS for sure. I don't have faith that the people who have the Clifford the Big Red Dog license are going to make him look good or make a
No.
good movie.
No.
I don't know why we're doing this one. Like Tom
Yeah,
and
I feel
Jerry,
like Clifford's
sure.
past his time.
Yeah. There are other IPs that have come back recently on the big screen, like Scooby-Doo and Tom and Jerry, who you could argue are past their time, but they're still kind of in the
Mhm.
public eye. Not Clifford, though. Clifford was something that, like, I watched Clifford when I was a kid. I didn't know anyone else did.
Right.
It's, like, not popular, I thought.
No. It's. I'm sure we'll be talking about how it tanked in a few
Yeah,
months.
this movie's going to do bad based on a few different things.
James Gandolfini's son, Michael, plays a young Tony Soprano in The Sopranos prequel, The Many Saints of Newark.
It's a movie, right?
It's a movie, and I'm very excited for it.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was going to ask because I've never seen it, but you've seen The Sopranos.
Yeah, no.
And I don't usually I'm always like on prequel movies. Like even Black Widow coming out. Like I'm excited for a Black Widow standalone film, but as soon as I heard it was a prequel, I was like, oh
Yeah, I mean, with Black Widow, I agree. I'm still excited.
yeah.
With Sopranos, though, they hint at Tony's childhood throughout the show.
Oh, but they never show it.
They'll show clips.
Okay.
Like if there's a certain thing that's going on, and it's like, oh, this is like back when this happened.
Right.
So it's a little bit like, oh, we're finally seeing a bit of the things they hinted at.
Yeah.
In I don't know what's wrong with me. I almost dropped the phone again.
Like, yeah, Lenny keeps dropping his phone.
I'm just gonna keep moving on.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Smallville actress Allison Mack sentenced in NXIVM sex slave case.
Yeah, she was.
I don't know what that stands for.
What is it?
NXIVM.
NXIVM? I have no idea. Yeah, Allison Mack played new character, not a legacy character. She was like a new made up character for Smallville,
Okay.
which, as we all know, is that weird Superman show that was
From the 90s, right?
no,
like,
it
super
was
old?
No, it was mid 2000s. It was
Okay.
like 2001 to 2010 or some shit like that.
Not far off from the 90s.
Not terribly far off, but from a special effects standpoint, if you could tell. Anyways, no, this has been going on for a while. She's in big doo-doo trouble. She did not human trafficking claims.
Jesus.
Yeah, she's a big piece of shit. She tried to get other Smallville co-stars have come out and been like, yeah, she tried to get me to do that, and I was like, fuck no.
Shame on them for not saying something to somebody, though.
Well, it's one of those things like like the Dan Schneider or the Joss Whedon stuff. Like you don't want to say something and then ruin a show or something. You know, you feel pressured to keep not rock the boat by coming clean about the thing right away.
See, I draw a clear line between those because with you not coming forward and talking about an experience that happened to you, somebody did something to you, that's completely up to you. If you hear somebody is trafficking other human beings and you don't say anything, fuck the show. They're trafficking human beings. You come out and you say something about that.
Yeah, no, I agree. The show, I've never seen it, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say it could have survived a couple seasons without that character.
I don't give a shit about the show. That's wrong that they
No, I
didn't
get
say
it, but I'm
something.
just trying to sympathize from an actors on the show perspective. And what I'm saying is I agree with you, and if they came clean about it, that show would have survived without that character. Like if that was their main concern. If they were like,
yeah.
I don't want to ruin Smallville, then fuck this actress. This show never needed this character
Yeah.
because she's not from the comics. So
Yeah.
just write her off of it.
No, I get what you're
Characters
saying.
have been written off of shows for
stupider reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not saying that this is a stupid reason, but like, you know how many Arrowverse people have just quit because they wanted to like move back home and be with their family or something?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, go for it. We'll write you out. We'll kill your character. We have no issue doing that.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I see what you're saying. The show
Yeah.
could survive. What I was saying is beyond that, fuck the show. Tell somebody about this
No,
awful
exactly.
thing this person's doing. Beyond that, though, it wouldn't have killed Smallville. So
Of
if that
course
was
not.
their excuse,
Yeah.
awful excuse. I agree.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So what was the news story? Is she guilty? What's happening?
She's been sentenced.
Oh, so she's been guilty for a while now. And now we're just getting the
Yeah.
sentencing.
Yeah.
I see. Wasn't it also a Scientology thing?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I never cared about this woman, and then I found out she's a piece of shit, salt of the earth, scum of the earth scumbag, and I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So good for that, I think.
Ready for another one?
Yeah.
Bill Cosby to be
Oh, I did
released
hear
from
about
prison.
this.
Conviction overturned.
Yeah, this is a little much. I forget who, but someone was very vocal about not liking I think it might have been Dua Lipa, who was like, that's bad, don't do that. Which I agree.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
understand.
Like, why? Did he do good behavior? Because you don't get...
No,
good
there was
behavior if
there
you're-
was a formality.
Okay.
Like, so because I read into it a little bit, I couldn't remember all the jargon, but it was like somebody didn't do something.
Then redo it. I don't get that. He's clearly
It's
guilty.
double jeopardy. You can't.
I don't care.
Charge
He
him again.
like fucked up Raven Simone and like 19 other women's like
I hear
whole
you.
life.
I hear you. That's the way the system is.
That sounds like a bad system.
Yeah.
If you have a whole trial, I don't care how long it takes. If something goes wrong and you're like, "Whoops, we fucked up. Guy gets to go free." Do it again. He's clearly guilty.
Yeah.
I don't get
if
that.
If there's a formality like that, I feel like it should go back to trial. It's a double jeopardy thing though. Like you can't try him for the same crime twice.
Is double jeopardy a term before the game show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a law term.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And I would assume it's double jeopardy. That's why you can't charge him again,
Right.
because he already went through the process once.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it sucks. Sucks.
I
And I'm not defending him, by the way. I'm not saying
No, of course
will he
not.
get scot-free. That's the way the country crumbles.
yeah. That's wow. Yeah. I only heard bits and pieces of this, so I just assumed it was like he got off on good behavior or some shit, but I
No.
didn't realize that they
No,
were
no.
like, "Oh, whoopsie, he
was-
gets to go free."
One thing they added, which I was like, who gives a shit? He was adamant about serving the rest of his time. Well, of course he was, because he's fucking going
Well,
home
yeah,
because
he doesn't have to.
Yeah, he's not a hero. He's not a
Um,
hero. He wasn't going home. Not even that he doesn't have to. He's not going to.
Do you
It's not like he's like they open the jail cell and he's like, "Well, I'm staying." Like that's
Right.
not how it works. You go home.
Yeah. My favorite bit of trivia about this whole Bill Cosby thing that's been going on for the last decade, if you go to the Nick Jr. subsection of the Nickelodeon website, there's an entire history of the channel, and Little Bill is not there.
Oh,
So
wow.
Bill Cosby got canceled so hard that the child version of him also got canceled.
Holy shit! I forgot all about that show.
Yeah, that
Till
show's
this moment.
written by Bill Cosby about Bill Cosby's childhood.
Hot damn.
So he fucked up so hard that the fictional child version of him also got canceled.
Jesus. I mean, I don't want to say that about somebody's life, but I have a feeling he's not long anyways.
I mean, he's very old and he spent the last, 7 years in jail or something
Yeah.
like that?
And I mean, again, I'm not wishing anything on anybody, but there's some not happy there's people who aren't very happy with him
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, and
Yeah.
now he's out. He's not like Trump. He doesn't have
Secret Service
Secret
for the rest of
Service
his
with
life.
him.
Yeah.
He's probably going to a hotel day one
Yeah.
because I'm sure his wife's not taking him back. And we'll see what happens to little Bill. Judge denies Britney Spears' request to remove father from conservator.
Okay.
Conservator. I think he's still in charge of her money. is
Right,
What they're
yes.
saying.
Yeah, and they said that
He still gets to be. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. She's a grown woman.
yeah.
I'm guessing there was a piece of paper when she was a kid because she started at like 16 or something, right?
Something like that.
I'm
yeah,
guessing
I know she started at an age in which it was weird for grown men to say, "Wow, look at her go."
Yeah. I'm guessing there was a piece of paper somewhere in the early 90s that said your dad's in charge of your money because
I
you're
mean,
too
that's-
young.
That's what happened to Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin
Yeah.
got like super fucked by his parents who just
Yeah.
took all the Home Alone money that he made, and now he like disassociates himself from his past life. He wants to be
So
called.
fucked up.
He wants to be called Mac. He requests you don't bring up Home Alone if you're interviewing him.
Oh,
stuff
really?
like that. Oh yeah, he seems like a cool guy. Otherwise, he just has
I don't blame
totally understand where he's coming from.
I don't blame him.
But Britney Spears Britney Spears has been like, there's been some conspiracy theories like that she's trapped in her house and that her sister's involved. I don't know. I care about Britney Spears. She was a big part of my growing up, her music, and I'll always have respect for her. And I think she's a great musician, and I'm not quite entirely sure what's going on with
I
her
don't
right
either.
now. I don't think anybody is.
This is like some Scientology shit. Like,
yeah, I don't.
this person's gone missing for this long. Nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's quite exactly sure what's going on, but the fact that the court said, no, he still gets to do your money is really fishy.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't get it. She's a grown woman. She's also, I mean, she had her valleys in the mid 2000s.
Right, of course.
Like she definitely needed somebody to take the reins for a while because she
Right.
was not in a spot for that. But I mean, for better or worse, she's been out of the public eye for a long time.
Well-
and it would seem like it's for the better.
I think part of that is against her will. I feel like she would be making more music if it wasn't for this weird
Oh.
parents, my family control my life
That's
stuff.
that's a good point.
That's sort
I'm
of
just
what.
saying I don't think she's off the rocker anymore. I think she's a stable
Oh
adult.
yeah, no, I'm sure she is. Something like you said, someone signed something along the lines, and now she's like for some reason just uber fucked and
Yeah.
like not allowed to control her own life.
That's what happens when you're a child actor. It seems like you gotta have a strong family bond if you trust them to hand it over to you.
Or you could just do what the kid who played Charlie Bucket did, and you could star in Willy Wonka, and then when everyone's like, be in our movie, he's like, nah, I'm going to herd cows, and then you do that for the rest of your life.
You could go that route. You could go the Miley Cyrus route, where you're born into a famous family,
Yeah.
and then your parents already have money, so they don't give a shit about your money.
Right.
So you can have as much money as you want.
Yeah.
Or you could go the Justin Bieber route, where you get adopted by a 50-year-old rapper, and then he handles your money, and then he gives you your money when you're old enough.
do you think Usher is Justin Bieber's adoptive dad? Is that what you think?
No, I'm kidding. But
That would be
didn't he
hilarious.
do that thing where you like divorce your parents, Justin Bieber, when he was a kid?
Oh, I have no idea.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I
Where
know
it's
what you're
like
talking
the-
about. I don't know if Justin did that. I have no idea.
I think he did. Not like no ill will. Like I think there's no bad blood between them, but it was like a business thing.
Yeah.
Like this kid's gonna like Usher.
no, I
is
think, yeah.
gonna be in charge of this kid.
Right. Financially speaking, you guys aren't going to
Yeah.
control my assets.
Right.
I mean, if that's the case, like, good on you. You prevented a Macaulay
Yeah,
Culkin.
you pulled it off.
You prevented a potential Macaulay Culkin.
And
Or you could be like Paris Hilton and be born into money and then make even more money and use all your money to give back to a bunch of charities and just be a genuinely awesome person. And I love Paris Hilton.
I don't I guess that chuckle was all I had to say. Just because it's just so weird, the topsy-turvy world we live in. If
Oh, I
was
know.
this was 10 years ago, I would not have many nice things to say about Paris Hilton. And I don't have much to say about Paris Hilton because, same as Britney Spears, I haven't
not a
heard
big-
anything
yeah.
about her in God knows how long.
Yeah, Paris Hilton actually recently on her podcast was like, hey, whoever's doing this to Britney Spears, fuck off,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, she's an adult. She clearly had a nervous breakdown 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean she's a child.
right.
She's a grown woman, and I'm sure she can handle herself. Her kids aren't kids anymore, so it's not like she's responsible for anybody but herself.
Right.
So let her do whatever she's gonna do. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah,
Let's see. We're wrapping up. We're
yeah.
getting close.
We probably won't do the segment this time.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, not. Oh well, yeah. I was
Um,
like, I don't care, but people are listening.
Spider-Man stars Tom Holland and Zendaya spotted kissing, seemingly confirmed dating.
That's cool. I think they already were dating at one point, and then they broke up,
Oh, really?
like back in the day,
I never knew that.
back in the Homecoming days.
But
But that's cool.
Pauline brought up something because the only thing that's confirming this is the fact that people saw them kissing.
Yeah.
They could have been either A, doing a scene, or B,
Mm.
practicing for a scene.
Yeah, I don't know. You wouldn't do that in
You
public.
wouldn't get that hard, like that into it.
Yeah.
I said hard. Bad time to say hard.
No,
But
he's over 20. He's over 18.
oh yeah, no, I'm just in general. I should have used a different word, but
Still can't believe that fucker gets to play Nathan Drake. Couldn't look more unsimilar to Nathan Drake.
yeah. If that is the case, good for them.
Yeah.
Last and not least, but Star Wars Visions first look revealed.
I don't know what this is.
A Star Wars anime.
Oh, I do know what this is. Yeah. That's cool. Is it going to be
Yeah.
Disney Plus?
I believe so.
Do we know what studio's making it? Is it Disney?
I don't.
Because I don't trust
Oh
Disney.
no. It's I guess 7 different anime studios is what I heard.
What the fuck? Oh.
I could be wrong.
That's
I
a
could
lot.
be totally wrong. But
That's
it's
a
an
lot.
actual anime studio.
Okay, cool.
At least one of them
Yeah.
is making this
Do we
Star
know
Wars
anything
anime.
about it?
I know nothing about it.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the first time I heard about it.
Like, we don't know when it's going to take place or anything like that, or who's gonna
Let
like
me see if I can give you any
if it's about
information.
Jedis or not or whatever.
This picture I'm looking at. Ooh, this picture I'm looking at makes me feel like it's after the sequels,
Okay.
which is crazy. We'll find out. I don't know.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us. So we will definitely do the segment next time. I shouldn't say that. Maybe we won't. Who knows?
Mhm.
Sometimes we talk about news for a while, like this time. Thank you for listening, and do all the stuff that the end card's about to tell you to do. And until next time, I'm Thunder,
I'm Lightning.
and we'll see you later, man. Thank you for listening and watching, and if you like what you see, please be sure to subscribe.
Our channel is daily uploads from podcasts to video essays, let's plays to skits.
Be sure to find us on Twitch and Patreon.
Our theme song is Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship, and our Let's Play intro is Sunny Bit by the same band.
Link to all these in the description below. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.